Okay, guys. So ladies, you know, I guess this has always happened, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. And when you know better, you do better, and knowledge is power. Definitely, knowledge is power. There's no way around it. And once you know the terminology and you know what is happening, you can put a stop to the situation right away by leaving this person alone. And the video that I'm going to put in the description is women talking about guys negging. And women are becoming more and more aware of negging, and they're becoming more and more aware of what they do not want to put up with anymore. And the insults are not necessary. Like Melanie, she's the one that I'll send you one of her videos. She's adventurous and she wanted to do skydiving, and there were some other things that she was really excited about. And the person that she was with at the time pretty much stomped on all of that. Why don't you be more realistic? And why are you into that? And blah, blah, blah. That is not a healthy response to someone being adventurous and excited about things that they want to do. Anybody who hears any of that that's exciting to you and they have a problem with it, you need to have a problem with them and no longer deal with them. You don't smash somebody for having dreams. She thought initially, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I should be more realistic. I'm a college student, at the time or whatever. She was a college student and couldn't afford it. So maybe it's me. I need to be more realistic. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do, and she eventually realized that it wasn't her, it was him. Anybody who's a genuine friend is going to support you. Okay? They're not going to slam you. They're not going to make you feel dumb because you want to do that particular thing. A real friend, a healthy friend. Okay? Emphasis on healthy. They're going to support you. They're never going to belittle you, insult you, make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel bad about what you want to do that you're excited about. Nobody that's a healthy person is going to smash you like a bug or attempt to smash you. That's just not how it's done. Okay? Any person who does this needs to be cut off. There should never be long-term relationship with someone like this that could lead to marriage and kids. We got to nip this in the bud way before we get there. Get rid of that zero and get you a hero. Okay? Do not tolerate that at all. You do not have to sit here and argue with them. You do not have to defend your decisions. You're talking to someone who's negging you, which means they don't respect you. If they don't respect you, they are not worthy of your time. Many of them will neg you on the first date. Okay? And like I told you before, there was a guy he kept saying when he met the lady in person, I didn't know you were that short. I didn't know you were that short. Number one, why do you care if she's short? Number one. Number two, you're being negative, which is inappropriate. Number three, you're bugging her and harassing her about something that she has no control over. Number four, you need to be fired. Actually, that needs to be number one. We need to go backwards and get rid of you from the jump because you acting stupid. Kept saying it. I didn't know you're that short. I didn't know you're that short. You're the height police? What's happening? It's alarming how often this is happening all over the internet. Women are talking about how inappropriate and how hateful males have become. Back in the day when men weren't as sick as they are now, there has always been sickness, but it's rampant now. Back in the day, men had manners. They held the door for you. They wanted to impress you. What a concept. Oh my God, what a concept. What a weird concept. They actually wanted to impress you. They wanted to wine and dine you. They want to see you laugh. When you laugh, they laugh. It makes them feel good. Anything, if you were to share excitement with them, they would be like, that sounds totally cool. I never thought of that. It sounds scary. You want to jump out of a plane. That sounds really scary. I don't know if I could do it, but I'll cheer you on when you do it. Okay. That's a positive, healthy response. You do not dog somebody out for sharing excitement with you or sharing something that they're fascinated by or whatever the case is, something exciting. You don't smash them for that. But people blame it on patriarchy. What is patriarchy? It is a movement, a cult, red pill mentality that weak men, hear me carefully, weak men follow red pill. Women are to be seen and not heard. They should be barefoot and pregnant. You need to submit to your man. You need to wear dresses every day. I want to see you wear makeup 24 hours a day. Don't wear too much because you look like a hoe. But, this, that, and the other. I mean, there's an itemized list of things that you need to do and how you need to do it, when and why. Weak men are following that. Positive, healthy emphasis on healthy-minded men would never, ever in a million years follow red pill bullshit. Never. Because they like women. They grew up with girls, sisters. Their mom is a woman. Their cousins are girls and women. Their relatives are women. They don't hate women. They like women. They love their femininity. They love the way they laugh. They love their softness of their skin. They love their smile, how smart they are. There's a whole host of things that they love about women. They don't have 5 minutes to listen to that red pill crap. They're not interested. Real men don't follow that. Real men are not, what's the word? Manipulated by a movement, a cult. They don't follow a cult. They don't follow behind a bunch of other simple-minded men. They don't have time for that. As a matter of fact, I read where a guy, in response to this red pill, he said, well, you can go on your little tirade, your little tirade about hating women. I'll be out there getting my woman, that, or no, he said, let me get that right. He said, that's more women for me. Okay. Not that he's a player, but he's just saying he got more to choose from because you don't want to be bothered with all these women no way. So he could find his person in the group of women that you don't want to be bothered with because you can't stand them. That gives more opportunities to the real men who are looking for a real woman. Okay. A healthy-minded person would listen to that red pill crap for about 5 minutes, bust out laughing, and turn his back on it. Because it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's illogical. He would just laugh like, oh my God, that sounds ridiculous. Y'all go ahead and do all that women hating crap. I'm over here getting mine. I want to get married one day. I want to have kids one day. I want to grow old with somebody. I want somebody by my side. I want to hold someone's hand on the beach. I want somebody who's my person. So y'all go ahead and spread the hate. I'll be out here spreading love. So peace out, and nobody has time for all that. Real men don't follow other men telling them to hate women. Only weak men will do that and do as they're told by the leaders. And they're all up and down the internet telling you how to manipulate women, how to trick them out of their clothes, how to lead them to believe that you care when you don't. And then when she's head over heels in love with you, ignore her. Don't return her phone call. Don't return her text. Let her sweat bullets wondering where your head is at. She needs to get knocked off her pedestal anyway. Yeah, okay. Real men don't have time for that. They have zero time for that. They're out getting married right now. Well, maybe not today. Well, maybe they are today. I don't know. Do people get married on a weekday? Maybe they do. I don't know. But somebody is proposing to someone right now because he ain't got time for that negativity and that dirty mind bend. He ain't got time for that. He's on a beach in the Caribbean asking his woman, would you marry me? So they ain't got time for your stupidness. They're with their woman. They're creating many memories. There's a guy, one of my new online friends, she's dying of cancer. She stopped taking all of her medication because the medication made her feel worse. Her husband adores her. He adores her. They are a team. Now, if he was a narcissist, he would have said, oh, you got cancer? And you're dying? Well, I don't really have time for this. It was nice knowing you. Pew! And he'd fly out the door. He'd go chase other women and dump her if he was a narcissist. Or he would stay with her and completely ignore her and not go to her doctor's visits, not go with her to the hospital, not call 911 when she needs to go to the ER. He would just detach from the entire thing because your cancer ain't got shit to do with me. Her husband, I think his name is Tim. Is his name Tim? Anyway, he adores the hell out of her. They live in Alaska. She burnt all her medicine and the flyers and everything. She did have to call hospice and register with hospice because she is terminally ill with cancer. But she stopped taking her medicine. She is very adventurous. She is kayaking with her husband. She is traveling with her husband, hiking with him while she still feels good. They are creating memories. He does not have the time and would never, ever turn his back on her or start spouting stupid red pill garbage. He loves the hell out of his wife, and there is not one male on this earth that's going to convince him to turn your back on her because she's just a woman anyway. You shouldn't waste your time with her. He ain't gonna, no, he would never. He's going to be by her side until the very end. He's going to hold her hand until the very end. He's going to hold her in his arms until the very end. And they are living their life. They're going here, there, and everywhere. Because he wants to have as many happy memories with her until she's unable to do these things. So they're going to enjoy while they can. Because he's healthy in the head. Okay? He's healthy in the head. He's not going to waste his energy turning his back on her, and I don't have time for that stupid cancer shit. I'm going. I'm out of here. No, he's a real man. He's a real man. Okay. So, again, I'll post the video. I want to say her channel is called Life with Melanie or something like that. Anyway, and you don't tolerate this stupid. Oh my God, the garbage. Don't tolerate it. Just don't. Ladies, cut them loose immediately. Their egos are so huge and their intellect is so small. Nobody has time for this. And what's going to happen is they're going to end up angrier and more bitter as they get older. And they will be alone. And they're not going to blame their attitude. They're not going to blame the negging and the abuse that they've done to women their whole life. They're going to blame the women. It's their fault that he's by himself and he has to die alone. It's the women's fault, even though he spent all his time and energy hating them. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are plenty of women online talking about, I work in a hospital or I work in a nursing home or whatever type of facility, and I see men die alone all the time. They burn bridges with everybody. Their family don't want to be bothered. Their adult children do not want to be bothered. Grandkids don't want to be bothered because they've been spewing hate like a volcanic verbal hate field, just shooting hate everywhere. And people have got tired of it, and now they get to die by themselves. Even though they keep blaming women, you know, you're going to die alone. Well, if I have a choice between dying alone and dying with a hateful person next to me, I'd rather die alone. And you don't really die alone unless you die in a tragic way or you had an accident or something like that. But if you're in a facility, the nurses and doctors and the med techs and everybody, they're right by your side. And your friends, if your friends can make it to your bedside, your friends will be there. But these medical professionals, nurses and everything, they see men die alone all the time. Even though they threaten that you're going to die by yourself. You're going to die with 30 cats. I don't know where y'all get that from. Cats are very loving and sweet. When they choose you as their person, they love you. I've seen them, snuggle their owner's face, and they take their little paw and they touch the cheek of their owner in such a tender, gentle, loving way. So cats aren't a horrible thing. They act better than you do. And they know how to be affectionate and loving and loyal. What? So maybe instead of insulting cats, you can learn from them. Oh my. Y'all take care. Much love. Don't tolerate this crap. Y'all take care.